Yes.
But not much.
Right.
Wiser.
Yeah, we keep the ale close to hand so that we don't have to take too many timeouts. So let's talk a little bit about what is going on with Couch Warrior TV. I've been getting a lot of questions recently about, Couch Warrior, you're producing a lot of content right now. What is going to happen with 5 Fables? What is going to happen with Mortal Blade? What is this Rune Runner thing? Blah, 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 right? I've been answering these questions in the comments on the videos and getting sort of frustrated because what I really need to be doing is making a channel update video. But, you know, if I'm given the choice between making a channel update video and actually making content, I'm going to pick content every time because that's just how I am. So what I'm going to try to do is add a little segment onto the beginning of each one of our podcasts when I can that just kind of gives a quick update on what's going on with the channel. So the deal is a couple of things. First of all, I'm taking a little bit of a timeout from recording content for the next couple of weeks because I am upgrading my hardware. And by upgrading, I mean repairing. So had a little bit of a graphics card issue last week, did everything I could for a couple of days to try and resolve it myself, and came to the conclusion that the hardware was just cooked. I demand a lot of my graphics card, and I think it just finally gave up the ghost. So anyway, any of you who kind of pay attention to anything that I say, my condolences, first of all. But secondly, I do talk frequently about how I use a gaming laptop. Not ideal, but I think I've been able to produce really great looking content despite that. However, that one machine is kind of the linchpin of everything I do. I mean, I record my content on there, I produce my content, I render my content. Everything happens on that one machine. So I've sent it in. It's being dealt with now. I expect to get it back in a couple of weeks, and then hopefully I can pick up where I left off. So there is going to be a little bit of a delay in creating that kind of content, but, you know, it is what it is. So Mortal Blade, we are very close to the end of Mortal Blade. And by the end, I mean the end of sort of
the video aspect.
The video aspects of that, the build phase kind of stuff. We've had some great conversation about the build. I've gotten lots of great ideas. We've done some great play testing of this thing. And I think what we're down to now is probably 2 more episodes of Mortal Blade that'll come out. One episode needs to be focused on the rituals that we've discussed. What are the mechanics of the rituals to sanctify a blade, for example, or to create a sanctified bow at really high level? What does that look like? And so I'm going to do an episode on that so we can kind of have some discussion around what that process looks like. And then I'll probably do a final episode where we get to test aspects of that build. And we're going to go out and tackle some dragons. My plan is to go after some vanilla dragons, and then we're going to try our luck with some elemental dragons and just see how that goes. And, you know, and just kind of test the validity of the build. I already firmly believe that it's a wonderful build for role play and a wonderful build for fighting vanilla dragons and kind of standard enemies that you'd find in game. So the next step is to I really want to finish it out by trying Sagramore against some high-level elemental dragons to see what happens.
Right.
Yep.
Cool.
So Mortal Blade is coming to an end, probably 2 more episodes left. Rune Runner is the new project that I've started. Rune Runner is not a build-focused character. It is a role-play-focused effort, is what it is. And it is my first time trying my hand at voicing a character in role-play mode 100% of the time.
Right.
Typically, my style has not been that. Typically, what I've done is just alternated back and forth a little bit sometimes, but most of the time I'm speaking as Couch Warrior, and I'm making decisions in a role-play sense, but I'm not speaking with a character's voice. In this series, my intent is to speak as Vander 100% of the time. And it's really kind of a test to see if I can do it, and to see if the quality of the video is good enough that people would like it. So that's what Rune Runner is. My intent with Rune Runner is to make it a continuing series and to put effort into it and do a lot of episodes and continue that story, because I love the character concept and I love the mods. A lot of the mods in there are mods I've never tried before, which are a lot of fun. So that's the intent with that. So what's going on with Five Fables? Five Fables is temporarily on hold while I work through Rune Runner. Part of the difficulty of Five Fables is that I love the production aspects of it, but it takes too long to make a video. So if I went at that pace, we would be lucky to get one video a month, and I can't tell a good story in 12 episodes. So in the interest of advancing the story, I am experimenting with Rune Runner, with this concept of doing 100% role play. And what I learned from doing Rune Runner, I plan to apply to Five Fables. So the plan is, if I find that this works well and that I'm able to do it well, then I will apply those same things to Five Fables, and I will play Robard 100% in character all the time and not focus quite so much on doing stuff like, all the cinematics. There will still be cinematics. There will still be stuff like that going on, but not to the extent that we have now, so that I can actually produce a story more rapidly. So that is what I have for Couch Warrior TV. Any of you who are worried that I might be overreaching on creating content, no worries, because really after 2 more episodes of Mortal Blade, I will really just be down to one series, which is Rune Runner, and it's a series I'm very excited about. So I think we are all good there.
Well, too, and just to tack on in that, a lot of these newer productions that you're working on has all kind of been channeling and building into a way of streamlining how these things are done.
Right.
So it might seem like you're throwing a lot out there, but you're also throwing a lot out there in a more streamlined, efficient way. So
yeah,
it's possible to throw more out there.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I will vouch for Mr. Stewart that he's not quite overextending himself yet.
Yeah. I count on Joe to keep an eye on that sort of thing. So if I'm getting out of hand, he'll send me a text and say, "What the hell?" And then I'll reevaluate.
And then do it anyway.
Yeah, pretty much. But, part of that effort of streamlining things is what we're doing here with this live stream. And I think that's a good segue into updates for Character Crusade podcast. If you remember, if you've been following our podcast since the early episodes, one of the things that we talked about very early on was trying to reach a goal in Patreon that would allow us to produce content weekly, and that would also allow us eventually to stream. Well, here we are. We're able to do that now.